Hi friends, this is Wani and welcome to Wani's house. Today I thought that I would do a clean with me video, and it's the day after the championship game. As you all know, my Atlanta Falcons will be going into the Super Bowl, our very first Super Bowl, and we are so hyped and ecstatic here in Atlanta. But after everyone left, my living room was left in a little bit of disarray, so I figured it would be a great time for me to just go ahead and just clean it up a little bit. Usually every day I would do a little bit of something, but there was a lot of food and stuff and crumbs on the floor and fingerprints on my living room table and things like that. So I just want to go ahead and just get a jump start on all of my cleaning for the week. So it's Monday, and I haven't been too long getting home from work, and I am just want to just clean things up here. Everyone has gone to bed, and usually that's when I like to clean. And if you guys like to clean during like the night, I am like my most productive at night when no one is around me. And usually when I do clean on the weekends, I don't like anyone to be in my area. So if I'm downstairs cleaning, I don't want anyone downstairs. So typically I will do all of my cleaning late at night. Friday is the day that I do like a overhaul of the entire house on Fridays, and so I'd rather for everyone to be either gone or upstairs or in their spaces, and just give me my time to clean the areas that everyone sees. So as you see here, I'm starting this with just dusting off any crumbs and things that are on this table, and I am using this Pledge orange oil. You guys know I love this stuff. It is the same oil that I use on my hardwood floors, and if you have not seen that video, I will definitely link it above. It has kept my hardwood floors pristine, and I use the Pledge oil once a month on my hardwood floors that lead from my foyer into my dining area, but I also use it on all of my wooden furniture as well. And so I am just, rubbing it down, rubbing the Pledge oil onto my furniture using a microfiber cloth. And people are jumping and celebrating things, and all in the back I have a little ledge back there, and I just found like popcorn and chips and all that stuff. So I just dusted all of that off of my table onto the floor, and it will all be vacuumed up momentarily. Now I just want to make sure that I get the orange oil all in the crevices of this table. And as you see, the legs on this table is very ornate. And I just love when the wood on my wood furniture like really shines and sparkles. I think it makes the house look really clean. So I just want to make sure I take very special care and make sure I get all into the crevices of the feet and the legs on this table. Now, on my table, I saw a water spot. I can't stand that. But the great thing is, I just used a little bit of water on the ends of these microfiber towels, and I was just rubbing it. I did that in the beginning when I first came into the table. There were a couple of water spots that were on there, and I don't understand. People know how I am about my furniture, and I really ask everyone to use coasters. Sometimes people forget, and I guess I did not see them. But yes, that is a pet. So I guess when I probably did not see them place the glass on top of my table, because I definitely would have corrected that. But luckily, I know how to get rid of any watermarks that are on your wood furniture, and it's so simple. If you have petroleum jelly, you will wipe some of the petroleum jelly onto the watermark and let it sit overnight, and then you just buff it out with like your cloth, and it is gone. It is an awesome trick. And there's also one in which you can use a mixture of toothpaste, like a gel toothpaste, and baking soda, and you can kind of buff it out. And then after you buff it out, you can put in your furniture polish on top of it, and it'll be gone. But I've used both ways, but I like the petroleum jelly method better. But I always try to have coasters around so that people can use them. Sometimes I know men forget, and I hate that I did not catch that one, because they would have definitely been reminded to use a coaster. So now these jars, these vases that I have on my table, I'm just going to wipe them down with some glass cleaner. And this is just some simple glass cleaner that was purchased from the Dollar Tree. It's not Windex, and I think that glass cleaner works just as good as Windex, so I don't have a problem with it. It doesn't leave any streaks, and it leaves all of my glass nice and shiny. You know, usually when I get home from work, I would have made dinner, and, I come in and really unwind. But the first thing that I do when I'm coming home is I take a shower and I put on some pajamas. I have to be comfortable when I'm home, guys. And these pajamas are so comfortable. And so and the sweatshirt part is real soft. It kind of is like a furry sweatshirt, and yeah, they feel so good. Hubby hates them. He thinks it's too much clothes to wear in the bed, but they feel so good, and these are one of my favorite pajamas that I have. So I'm just gonna wipe up the excess um, glass cleaner, and then we'll go on to our next chore. So next I'm just going to begin to fluff out my pillows and place them back in order. Yesterday when everyone left, I just placed the pillows back on the sofa, but guys were sitting on the sofa and jumping up and cheering and everything, so I'm just going to fluff them back out and place them back in their proper positions. Wouldn't it be great if we can get the guys to fluff up the pillows and do all the intricate little detailed things that we do when we're taking care of the home? They don't think about that stuff. They just place the pillows back on the sofa. There's no specific rhyme or reason how they're placed on the sofa, and they're good. And then if you come back behind them and arrange things the way you want them arranged, and you're like, what? I didn't even fluff the pillows right or place the pillows back on the sofa right. There's just certain ways we like things done. And I'm just going to take a little time to readjust my curtains, and I like to see the pleats in the curtains a certain way. And these are 2-panel curtains, and I just have them on each side of the windows here. And I'm going to do the same thing to this left window. And I just want to make sure that all the pleats look nice and neat and that the curtain hits the floor nicely, and I love it for it to kind of pull just a little bit on the floor, but I love to see the pleats in the curtains. So now I am going to move these candlesticks that I have here, all these mercury glass candlesticks, and that is the one that I created, and I have that video in this also in the description box, or I will have it above so you can go and check out how I created that candlestick if you have not seen it. I actually created two. This is the second one that I've created, and the other ones were purchased from various places: TJ Maxx, Home Goods, Ross. But I'm going to move them out the way so that I can begin to vacuum this living room area as well as the hallway leading up to the foyer. And yeah, the last thing I would want to happen is for this vacuum to hit one of these candlesticks and it shatters. I will be so heartbroken. So now it's time for me to finally begin to vacuum this floor. All the things that I've knocked on the floor, the crumbs and everything will be vacuumed up. And this is my Kirby vacuum. You guys remember Kirby's? I'm not sure if all your moms had Kirby's, but all of my aunts have a Kirby. And when we moved into our home, a Kirby representative was going through our subdivision, and I had to have this vacuum cleaner because all of my aunts and my moms had a Kirby. I did not know how much these vacuum cleaners were, but they do a lot of things. You can use them to spray paint. They can be used for, you can turn it into a shampooer. They have all the different attachments that go with it. But this was a $1,200 vacuum. Can you guys believe that? $1,200. My husband freaked out when he found out that's how much I paid for this vacuum. He told me to get it if I wanted, and then he went upstairs, and that was it. But I love this vacuum cleaner. I use it all the time. And the best part is now you don't have to go through a dealer or a distributor to get any of the parts. I can order my bags and my belts from Bed Bath & Beyond, and they are very, very reasonable. I think my belts are like $2.99. I can get 3 belts for $8.99, and I can get a set of bags for $8.99. So you don't have to wait and go through a distributor anymore, but I can only order it online, and it takes 1 day, and the shipping is free at Bed Bath & Beyond. I love this vacuum. Can you believe I've had this vacuum cleaner for 9 years? 9 years, and she's still going strong. I think my aunt has had hers for 27, 25 or something years. These vacuums, yes, they are expensive, but they are really, really tough. They're heavy, but they're really, really great vacuums to have. So here you see I am using the Pledge Orange Oil on the on my mantle, the front part of my mantle, and I think that is concrete also. And then I'll just go over the glass part with the Pledge. This is the mop that I use on my wood floors, and because it has the same Pledge orange oil on this area, I mop that up, and my complete fireplace frontal is all nice and shiny. So guys, I want to quickly give you an overview of my clean living room space. You can't even tell anyone was here. All of the crumbs and any evidence that we had a party is now gone. I hope you enjoyed this video. This was my first Clean With Me video. If you like this video, give me a thumbs up. Leave me a comment below. And if you're new to Wani's house, welcome. And I'm so happy that you stopped by. Also, don't forget to check me out on Instagram. You can find me at Wani's house. And leave me a message there also to let me know that you have subscribed to my Instagram. And don't forget to subscribe to this channel. So guys, I'm going to go ahead and end this video. But before I go, you know what I always say. The next time you're in town, you can always stop by Wani's house. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.